So we are back. We are back from Boonville. It was a great time. I had a great time out there in the state of New York. Going to the show was awesome. Meeting all the people was fantastic. There were a few things with the show that, well, we'll get into those a little bit later. Like I said, I met a lot of great people. Saw some people that I met before again. So got to hang out with them, have a good time. Picked up some new swag along the way. And just overall, a very enjoyable, however many days we were out gone. I don't even know exactly for sure. But anyway, one of the things that's always, when you're gone for a few days and you come back, there's always like that to-do list that just got larger because you were gone and you didn't get to take care of a few things because you weren't here. And that's the situation I am in right now. I've got a bunch of things I need to get done, odds and ends, but I feel like I'm behind. I feel like I need to get caught up. And I guess that's one of the downsides with taking a few days off. So one of the first things is right over there. So one of the first things I need to do, I need to pick up some of this wood that I split before we left with the Yappa. Got a little pile of oak here that I need to pick up these splits, and I need to take them over there, put them on that stack, finish that row out and completely fill up that little, I guess it's kind of like a little wood shed or a little bin over there. So what I thought I would do is, as I'm picking up these pieces of wood and doing my little odds and ends around here, I thought I would just kind of give you a recap onto the whole experience out there in New York, the Boonville show, etc. Oh, and before I forget, Donald Slate, I want to give a big shout out to you and thank you for all the information and all the little things you brought out to the show with you to give to myself and fellow YouTube channels. Greatly appreciate that, and like I said, it was just great visiting with you, getting to meet you, and again, thank you for all the information and all the little things that you brought along with you. So like I mentioned earlier, it was great meeting new people. It was great seeing some old people that I met before. And the one thing that was a big factor, I guess, in my whole experience was the weather. For those of you that were there, you know what I'm talking about. It rained. I think that it had rained the week leading up to the event. It had rained a bunch because whoa. Either way, it rained a bunch before the show. It rained a bunch during the show. It rained a bunch Friday night into Saturday. I think the attendance of the show might have been a little bit better with better weather. With better weather. I also had the great pleasure and the honor of meeting Mr. Tim Van Deusen, the maker of all of the Van Deusen axes that I have. He has been one of the biggest supporters of the channel from early on, very early on. He was there with his wife, and like I said, he was actually one of my first unboxings I ever did was a package of 3 Van Deusen axes that he had sent me. And so it was great meeting him, hanging out with him, and he brought with him a whole van full of axes that he then donated 5 to be given away. So Tim, great meeting you, and thank you once again for those axes. I know everyone who received one, they were thrilled to have it. And if you didn't catch the giveaways, that happened on the Friday night live stream from the hotel, which I'll talk about in a second. So Mr. Van Deusen had informed me ahead of time that he wanted to do a giveaway at the live stream during the Boonville show. And the thing that with giveaways that's getting harder and harder to do, like through videos and through comments, random comment selector and all that stuff, is that a lot of scammers and a lot of spam ends up in the comments. So that's why on the way out to Boonville, I decided that what I was gonna do with the axe giveaway was I was just gonna pick someone. I was gonna pick someone that I thought deserved some recognition and deserved just a token of my appreciation to them as an individual for what they've been to me as either a friend or a supporter of the channel. When I arrived in Boonville and talked to Mr. Van Deusen and found out that he had multiple axes to give away, that's when then I said, all right, we'll do one random drawing, but then the rest, I'm just gonna pick and give those to certain select individuals. And that's kind of how I'm gonna be doing more and more of my giveaways. If you were at the Boonville show, you may have received one of these tickets. And what these tickets are, there is a QR code on them. I will put the link to this form in the description, but this is what I want to do going forward, and that way I don't have to be specific to one platform as far as YouTube, Facebook, wherever. People who enter and fill out this form and enter these giveaways, you'll receive updates in your email about things going on, but I'll also use that list to then just maybe randomly one day pick this person out and send you a prize. So if you haven't, go over and sign up. Again, I'll put I don't know if you can, if you're watching on your phone, you're probably not going to be able to scan this QR code, but if not, I'll put the link in the description. Otherwise, you can go to back40firewood.com. The other thing is, on the back side of these tickets, there was something else that I kind of announced at Boonville, but I'm going to get to that coming up at the end of this week on the live stream. So the Van Deusen axes, I gave those away on the live stream. If you didn't see it, you can go back and watch it. I just selected out, like I said, certain individuals, gave them a Van Deusen axe, and I think everybody at the live stream had a great time. It was a lot of fun, just hanging out and kind of having the show going on as a little party was going on, and then I was able to bring people on as guests, and like I said, I think everybody had a good time. In fact, I think some people had a very good time when they were feeling it the next day. And I'm not gonna mention any names, but there were a few that had a really good time. And for those of you wondering, and those of you that have suggested in previous comments on previous videos about talking with Andrew Easton from Easton Made about the conveyor and the speed and slowing down the flow and everything, I did talk to him quite a bit over the weekend up there at the show. We do have something in the works that's hopefully going to fix the speed of the conveyor up here, slowing it down. Something I'm going to be doing to change it up. So we've got that all taken care of. So we had a great trip out to New York. We had a great time at the show. Despite the weather being a factor, a couple days, it was still a good time. Meeting people, seeing old friends again, and just hanging out, taking it all in. If you weren't at the show and you didn't get one of those tickets, I'm thinking I'll be able to put a link in the description. If not, go over to back40firewood.com. The info will be on there to sign up. And again, that's just how I'm going to send out info, send out updates, and use that for any future giveaways that I'm going to have. I'm not going to be doing the random comment selection. Oh, one last thing. If you weren't on the live stream last week, you may have missed me revealing this shirt. It's now available online. It kind of says it all. I'm a simple man. There's certain things in life I enjoy. I like to keep it simple. So when you go over to back40firewood.com to fill out that form for the updates and the giveaways, stop on by the online store, check it out. It comes in multiple colors. I can't guarantee that it will look as good on you as it does on me, but it's still gonna look good on you.